Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and today's video is going to be about center engraving. I'm going to engrave on this spoon, but somebody emailed me they were having trouble that their item wasn't centered after they ran a hairline around their object, so I just recreated one I do all the time for a spoon for a lady. And the Kids Kitchen logo appears to be in the center of my oval, or about as good as you're going to center it. So if you go and click on your red line, and if you have a red dot pointer, you should know how to do this, but you go to print and selection, and it's only going to show you your red dot pointer, and then you go to preferences and you click center, and you hit OK and print the job as a vector. And then I would just turn your power way down to 1 just in case you never leave your lid open. Turn your speed down a little bit and run that job. And what's going to happen, it's going to draw that red line so you know that you're in the center of the spoon. But you're not going to engrave, you're not going to vector this, you're going to engrave it. So then if you take that red line away, and you run this job with center, we'll go selection, and then go preferences, center, raster, and then whatever speed, I'm going to turn it to 100 power at 75 speed and run that job. It's not going to be in the same spot as your red dot line, your vector cut. Because this logo is not, it's weighted. The top of this caret is much taller than the other words, and to make it look right. So I ran a test tonight just to kind of prove how this works. The one on the left was ran center on the spoon, and I didn't move the center, and then I ran the job, and look how much lower Kids Kitchen is. This one I ran as a combination job because I grouped my red line together. So let's back up here and get my red line back. And tell you what, let's take away the picture for a minute so it won't be in the way. I selected all this and I controlled G and I grouped it together. Now that logo is not going to move. And as you can see, let's just zoom in here. When you click on it, I just put some guidelines for a cross. So right in the center is my guidelines. Now let's ungroup this. Go to Object, Group, Ungroup. And now let's select just on the logo and look where the X is. The X is moved all the way up and over to the one side. Couple reasons, because this trademark is sticking out the end. But this looks centered on the spoon, so you think it would work. But if you don't have them grouped together, that's the whole key. If you don't have them grouped together, it's going to run center at two different spots. Because one, it's going to center the oval, but then it's going to center the Kids Kitchen logo. You don't want to run this as a combination job because you don't want to vector that line in. So I would do your test first by going up to print, selection, and it only gives, it's grouped together, so it's not going to do that. But if I would ungroup it, let's go to group, ungroup, which is Control U, but go to selection, and you just get your circle, so you run your circle. But once you're there, I would take this whole thing in Control G and then run it center, and you'll be more on the center. I made that mistake one time and it cost me a spoon, which wasn't that big a deal, but you need to have it grouped together. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.